find a professional who's familiar with them. If you're like, I'm going to use this, I really think it's actually really critical that you work with a smart medical professional when you do it. Right now, the guidelines for diabetes, honestly, are pretty.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I'm naturopath Fiona Chin, co-founder of Kidney Coach Kidney Disease Solution and Ketogenic, our range of nutraceuticals designed for people diagnosed with chronic kidney disease and the conditions that go with them. And I'm joined again today by expert in the field, Jessianna. Walk me through some of the stuff that you've seen when it comes to diet and dietary interventions around kidney disease and how that has had an amazing on-flow effect into the world of kidney disease.
Yeah, this is good. So let's start with where the nephrology world is at right now and where it potentially could go. So if you talk to your doctor or a regular conventional dietitian, right now the guidelines for diabetes honestly are pretty vague. Even the guidelines on how much protein you should have, it's interesting how they're written, because they say for diabetes you should have more protein than a regular patient, but the rationale is there's two big guidelines, the KDOQI and KDIGO, but these two big guidelines, their rationales are really interesting for why they should have more protein. And I'm not against that, but their rationale is wrong. One of the guidelines, they say people with diabetes should have more protein if they have kidney disease, because otherwise they can't balance their blood sugar. That's their first rationale, which there's like a bajillion flaws in that we talk about. The other one says that people with diabetes should have more protein because they're at a much higher risk of malnutrition, which again is very, very flawed on multiple levels. The rationale for why they're recommending more protein versus someone who doesn't have diabetes, just hypertensive CKD or PKD or whatever. And so the world of nephrology, I feel like, honestly doesn't have a good strategy on how to address diabetic kidney disease. There are more and more drugs coming out to address it, but it's even like with the medications, it's tough because some medications are used at earlier stage kidney disease, because at later stage kidney disease, they're more nephrotoxic. And so you got to watch it. Like I've had more than one patient, I was like, whoa, like you're still on Januvia. Like you've been on it a long time and it's probably not appropriate for you anymore at this stage. And so go talk to your doctor about it, because they might have missed it. So it's, again, like I just feel like it's real wishy-washy. People are like, well, maybe do plant-based, because plant-based is hot in the kidney world. Be plant-based, but have more protein, and then maybe you should include protein, because otherwise your blood sugars are going to go all over the place, because plant-based is quite heavy carb. A lot of people are like, no, you can do plant-based because it's not. And it's like a wild world. There's really not a great consensus on outcomes. Find a professional who's familiar with them. If you're like, I'm going to use this tool in my life, and there's a lot of reasons you use it, find a professional that's familiar with them so they can guide you and be smart about how you do it, and you can get great outcomes. And I will say, just as a medical of type 1 diabetes, I really think it's actually really critical that you work with a smart medical professional when you do it. Don't do ketogenic diet just off the cuff. You can really have some big problems. I really think it needs to be managed with a professional for type 1. And type 2, if you're going to use ketogenic diet, you must actively be testing your blood sugar, very involved with the impact that your medications have on your blood sugar, because they're going to change, and you do not want to have hypoglycemic. So if you're uncomfortable with some of those things or not knowledgeable, those would be other reasons that you want to work with a professional before diving into a ketogenic approach.
All right, remember to hit subscribe and like. That means that you'll get notified anytime we put out a new video. If you want to know more about us, head to www.kidneycoach.com. You'll find all our products and links to our Facebook page, Instagram, and everything else that we do on social media. But you'll find us all on Facebook /kidney disease, same with Instagram. Jess, thanks again. Always value you. And to everyone listening, thanks for being part of our community. We hope you found this useful. Till next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.